We got some interesting things happening out of Oklahoma. False 911 calls draw emergency crews to several schools across Oklahoma. This is happening pretty quickly, like going on right now. We're going to cover that here in Think Tactical right after this. Hey, howdy, folks. Howdy. All right, let's see. We're going to get right over here to this. Let me pull this screen in. I pulled it in the wrong way. Let me pull it in like that. There we go. So, emergency crews across Oklahoma received false 911 calls at 8 separate schools. That's right, 8 schools around the state of Oklahoma this Thursday morning. As of noon, police have confirmed that this is a hoax. And these calls were at schools in Tulsa, Stillwater, Perry, Miami, Enid, Medford, Durant, and Ardmore. You know, I'm from Oklahoma. I grew up there. And so this is a particular, importance to me. Let's go here and look at the video live and see what's going on here.
The fastest, safest way.
They tricked me. Hold on here. They always do that to me. Let me hold on one second here, folks. Let's see. What are we doing here? All right, let's see. There we go. I think we got it back.
The fastest.
Nope, we didn't. Hold on. Man, I hate it. I got to get a pop-up blocker. That's coming. Man, I hate it when they do that to me. Give me 1 second here. I had it all queued up, and then they threw a commercial in on me. Okay, is this it? Okay, yeah, here we are. Back! Sorry about that. Run that, fellas. Here we go. And action.
About school shootings cause panic across Oklahoma today, including right here in Tulsa. First at noon, we can tell you at least 3 of the calls were all made by the same number within 30 minutes. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Autumn Bracey. One of those fake 911 calls had first responders rushing to Tulsa's Will Rogers High School to investigate a shooting that thankfully turned out not to be true. News on 6's Cal Day is live at Will Rogers with the very latest details. Cal?
Well, Autumn, the lockdown has now been lifted and the all clear has been given here at Will Rogers High School. It's quite a tale of just a couple of hours here because earlier the streets were just lined here in front of the school with plenty of Tulsa police officers and also Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers who stormed quickly to this scene. Investigators say a call came in around 10 o'clock this morning from someone who pretended to be a teacher here at Will Rogers, claiming there was a shooter up on the 2nd floor. Tulsa police say they responded quickly and the school went into lockdown. Officers swept the building and say there was never a threat to anyone inside the school. Police say this is a case of swatting where a call is made from someone not even in the area. Parents started showing up to the school, some of them telling us they are taking their students home for the rest of the day. We talk with the family here to learn more about enrollment. She says was scary, but the school handled it well.
At first, just to see police coming up and fire, and you're kind of, what is that? And then you see the police coming out with their firearms and the shields and the multiple fire trucks. I thought it was going to be sick. I was very scared.
And as mentioned, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol has confirmed 7 of these calls happening at schools all over Oklahoma. That includes here in Tulsa, also at Medford, Durant, and up in Miami, Oklahoma, as well as Stillwater, Perry, and Enid. We have confirmed that 3 of those calls are related to the one that happened here, all using the same Wi-Fi phone number. Live in Tulsa, Cal Day, Oklahoma's Own is on 6.
Wow, man. That's crazy. The swatting, they call it. And I guess a lot of this is going to be going on. They called from a wireless number. Does that mean that somebody's going to be able to go back and track them all the way to their house. Maybe these were some stupid kids or something. This is an incredibly dangerous prank. And I'm from Oklahoma. That looks like the high school I went to. A couple things though. This brings into focus when you're thinking about think tactical. What kind of setup do you have with your children at school? Do your children have a special number to call or a special text message to send off? When this sort of thing happens, all of the cell phones in the area are unusable because everybody's trying to make a phone call out. So have you discussed with your children certain techniques and tactics that you expect them to use, like to let you know they're okay, maybe a certain text message to send or a certain number to call or whatever the case may be? What conversations are you having with your children? Because these school shootings and school shooting pranks and all this stuff is just becoming ever more prevalent these days. And as we're thinking about preparing our children, we got to be thinking about preparing our homes, not just in the house, not just your bug out location, but where your children spend a lot of time, or your wife at the job, whatever the case may be. Do you have code words that you could use for your text for the kid, for your kids to meet you somewhere to be picked up or something? A lot of times the schools will lock down like we saw, and they wouldn't even let parents get to their kids. So maybe you have something different in mind. Maybe you have somewhere that you want your kid to go to meet you or something like that. Get all that stuff fleshed out before there's a problem. Heather Moe says, if I had a young child, I would homeschool them. Unfortunately, that's not the reality for some of our parents out here. You guys forgive me. Still trying to get over this COVID bug, and so I'm a little scratchy in the throat. But wanted to get this out to you guys. Keep you thinking tactical. And what's the next move that you're going to make to keep your family safe, especially when you have creeps and idiots making these calls that bring armed police officers to the school, running around with assault rifles so that they can take out the idiot. And it gives a lot of room for mistakes to happen and somebody to be shot accidentally or something like that. So make sure you're training your kids. Make sure you're going over with them all of the possibilities, because there could be friendly fire that takes your children out and that sort of thing. So you got to sit down and have that conversation. Unfortunately, it's the conversation that you have to sit down and have. Most folks do not care to prep. They do not think anything wrong can happen to them. Well, that's why we do this channel, Ghost Eagle, to try to put people's minds into a tactical thinking kind of setting. So anyway, that was a false alarm. Thank God. We will talk about more later, but have that talk with your children. Keep your children on a tactical mindset. And that's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. See you next time. You better be thinking tactical. And we'll see you in a minute when we break out the first bug out bag we're going to be looking at is... Well, let's do yours first.
Yeah, how about you first?